back at it again. Welcome to Kush Equilibrium. I am your always smoking host, Oops the Great. Mm, mm, mm. Perfect time to smoke and do what we always do. Appreciate y'all pulling up for another smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. You see it at the bottom of the screen. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Helps share the channel. Helps me also take care of the YouTube police so that I'll be smoking like we always do, drinking like we do from time to time, or just sitting here talking about this hip hop thing and talking our ish. Keeps the YouTube police out of our business. No different than you being at the house. You don't want the police pulling up on the porch while you kicking it, or you in the house trying to get your they knocking at the door. Same thing. So if y'all can take care of that for me, I definitely appreciate it. Now, we overdue for a little Drake hate. We overdue for a little Drake hate. I got what I need already rolled up, put me a nice little cone together so we can go and enjoy some things. This time we're gonna do it a little bit differently though. We're gonna react to bona fide Drake fans coming to the realization that they GOAT, they won, they main man just might be past his prime. He might be cooked. Hard thing for some people to come to realization with, but we gonna smoke and talk about it and enjoy their misery or lack thereof or whatever, however you want to frame it. It's a cool show. It ain't a show I routinely pay attention to, but it's a cool show. I like what they do over there. So we about to check them out. We about to check them out real quick. Let me get the screen share. We're gonna check out some Club Ambition. I believe it's Club Ambition. Get the ears on, get the ears on. We've talked about Drake ad nauseum to where the only thing really left to do is wait and see how this Drake thing plays out. But until then, I think I'm going to focus more on paying attention to Drake fan / stan content and see how they playing things these days, because it ain't been easy sledding for one Aubrey Graham. That is his name. That's his name, right? Like the graham cracker. Graham cracker's nasty too. Graham cracker's nasty too. But let's get into this. Let's get into this reaction, man. Let's get into this reaction. As soon as I get my, I had to find my lighter, but let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Drake fell off, man. He just fell off. We know this, guys.
Yo, fuck this entire fucking room. Nah, I'm really about to turn the fuck up now. Cause go back to For All the Dogs when I said Drake is falling off. Yo, the entire room. Nah, man.
I gotta admit, like I framed it up a little bit, right? But I forgot I had scooted the framing up of the clip a little bit just to save time. So I thought we had a little minute to get to this part, but let me go back because
Gravity. No, yeah, Drake fell off, man. He just fell off. We know this, guys.
Yo, fuck this entire fucking room. Nah, I'm really about to turn the fuck up now. Cause go back to For All the Dogs when I said Drake is falling off. Yo, the entire room. Nah, man. He's not doing that
Kendrick
bad.
put him in the dirt.
Oh, Kendrick put him in the dirt, not the trash ass For All the Dogs album. Didn't put him in the fucking dirt. What are we talking about?
We said that the Scary Hours was better than For All the
But
Dogs.
we said during when we heard For All the Dogs,
We said it was mid.
we didn't. Well, I don't know about that, but we definitely said that the content needs to mature
Yeah, yeah.
And I said it was a
gotta-
fall off.
because it's like he's talking about
Same
doing
shit.
drugs still.
something that I find hard to believe within Drake fan / stan content is seeking or wanting maturity in his music. Because it seemed like it's the immaturity, the lack of growth that Drake fans / stans always loved. It was always about the party. It was always about the girl. It was always the why don't you love me more? Like nothing about him came, and this was always my plight with Drake. Nothing seemed I can't say genuine because I believe this is really who he is. I don't think the whining, moody, emotional, over emoty type mess he be doing. I think that's him. When he got into the tough talk is when I'm like, whoa. Hold up, bucko. What we doing? I don't think you ever killed a roach in your life, let alone came at a human with, let's say, extra vigor. But let's proceed.
And all this shit is like, he's like, damn, man.
My voice.
Like, where's some shit about your family?
Vic did say that. I'll agree with that.
We said that shit.
Vic-
I'm like,
Vic said
I want
that,
some
yeah.
maturity.
Yeah.
My issue was I've been saying since
That's why we
Scorpion.
like that last track. What was it called?
Since Scorpion, this nigga's been ass. I'll give it to me. Y'all nigga gonna hate me.
I mean, he's had
since
his
views,
moments
he's been
here and
falling
there.
off, bro. It's been bad. He's had his hits.
Listen,
The nigga's had his hits.
since views, the projects after views, I will agree, and I will agree with Noel. Since views,
Thank you.
none of the projects after that have hit the same.
Thank you.
It wasn't no views. It wasn't nothing was the same. It wasn't if you're reading this is too late. It wasn't no
His
take
projects
care.
aren't good, but his singles are.
Yeah, our
You know,
smashes.
like-
Cool. He's
Cool.
had smashes.
Like First Person Shooter, 8
First
a.m. in
person shooter was his
Charlotte.
last hit.
8 a.m. in Charlotte's really
That's not-
good.
Yeah, but that's not a hit.
Nokia,
Okay.
Spider-Man, all that. It's like he's got his hits, bro. Like
He-
Loki, but
Is Nokia a hit? Is Nokia a hit? That's a real question. I don't feel like it is. I feel like especially for a Drake hit is sticky. I like that. Shout out to the company, man. He uses that word sticky to describe songs that for whatever reason there's something about them that just keeps them around. They not only stay around, but they stay very high, or they stay around and climb. Nokia didn't do that. It plateaued at what, 2? And then you saw that tick. It ticked down, and then it wasn't nowhere to be seen. Are we judging a hit based on what I think is more realistic expectations of Drake? We'll say post battle Drake. Because I've started to get to the point where maybe this is post battle Drake. He can give you songs that hit the charts for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and then crater. If I was a Drake fan, I'll be more concerned about the crater. Because like if he put out songs like all these songs he's putting out on these streams or Nokia, if they hit the charts, stayed on the charts for a little time, but never hit that upper echelon top 5. But hey, it was a song that stuck on the charts for 2-3 months. It hovered in the, we'll say, the 15 to 25 range for a couple of months, and then started to tick. Would that be still concerning? If it never reached that upper echelon that Drake fans are accustomed to seeing his music hit, but it had a longer shelf life on the charts, is that better? Because that would then be reflective of people still being willing to mess with it. When you see craters like that, that means the TV got turned off and nobody's touching it no more. So I'm wondering if people would accept that trade-off of it wasn't the number one, but my man was on that chart for 3, 4, 5, however many months. You know what I'm saying? But let's proceed.
Edwin, I agree with you. But let me ask you a question.
From views to what's the most recent shit he just dropped right now?
What did I
Some
miss?
sexy songs for
Some
you.
Sexy
Oh,
Songs
something else for you.
The stuff in between that is kind of like fluff. It's whatever. There's some
then-
haters in
but
there,
then-
but it
Because
isn't
an
no
album that
no
is 20 tracks,
overall
only 3 of
great
them you
project.
continuously listen to. That's a bad ratio, and I've been
Then
saying this.
promote the good shit, because some sexy songs for you was good. I think it was one of the
Yeah.
better projects this year, but you're not promoting it no more.
Nah, you gave
You're
up on it.
You see this? This is the problem. This is the problem. When you take an album like some sexy songs for you and said it was good, it was not. It was not. How many songs was on that project? How many hit the charts? How many stayed? How many people driving around right now banging Nokia? I haven't driven to the grocery store or to the O'Reilly's or to the mall or regular everyday stuff that people do and see nobody. Let's go or whatever that song said. It was whack. That was whack. That was whack. And that's why I want to. That's why I chose this to react to, because I wanted to see, are they at a point where they're ready to be realistic with themselves, or are they willing to keep continuing to sell themselves the dream, so to speak? And it looked like some are still willing to sell themselves the dream. But let's proceed.
Iceman.
But then you're
and
dropping
then you got Rick
a
Ross.
remix.
Rick Ross is calling him White Man.
Man.
He's like, that's the White Man album. You're calling the Iceman album? That's the White Man album. When's the White Man album coming out? I heard it's bad. Rick Ross is like clowning him. This is what Joe Budden said. Listen to what Joe Budden said.
Song somewhere. Yeah. This is the same formula he's used for all 3 of these Icemen.
I wouldn't expect to get so much love from the streamers, because I would expect them to view me as a project. A lot of y'all out there already know where I stand on all things Drake. It hasn't changed. I'm just waiting on the music.
And I want to be clear, like, because we get...
I'm not feeling any of this music, but Drake not being great hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts the ecosystem.
Yeah.
Like, things are not the way they're supposed to be if he's not great.
I agree with that take 100%.
Yeah.
Because there's something about it where, like, it doesn't feel right. Like, something's off. Like, he is fucked up.
Like when the Red Sox are in the playoffs. Like, what's going?
Give me the bill. Give me the bill. What the hell y'all talking about? I don't care who said it. It could be Joe Budden, or it could be the fellas on the pod. That's dumb. Explain to me this. And this is my frustration. And see, I'm certain. That's why I'll be trying to smoke when I do this, because they just get me all riled up and frustrated. Explain to me this. Can I get my camera? Can I get my camera for a second before we proceed? We gonna keep going, because they got some other stuff. I wanna hear them out. But let me get a camera. Explain to me this. How can hip hop lose Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur, and hip hop continues to still keep going? Nobody was like, oh my God, hip hop is dead. And you not gonna tell me Drake was ever either one of them. Drake ain't never been that nice. Not wishing ill will on the man like that, but if Drake was to be unalived, to no longer be here, I don't know too many people personally that's going to mourn him. Go on YouTube. Well, you're already here because if you got to be on YouTube to watch this. When you get done watching this, go look up videos of when Biggie passed, what New York looked like. The city was practically shut down. That's impact. That's the reflection of impact. Nobody shut down those streets and hold no memorial or funeral progression all through no city like that. And I'm specifically talking about his own city. I'm talking Toronto not mourning him like that. He turned his back on them. I watch grown men, thugs who do real crimes in the streets, cry when Tupac died. Face swelling, cats at the park drinking, remembering Tupac songs, reciting lyrics. Drake's still alive. Drake's still putting out music. And y'all like hip hop is dead. Then what's wrong with your boy? Because he wasn't unalived. He's still around. Make that make sense. How does that correlate? It doesn't. This is your emotions talking. It's your emotions talking. You're hurt. You're wounded. For whatever reason, why y'all choosing to carry the burdens of another man, but life being already hard without you add more to it is crazy work. Y'all gotta be, as Drake fans, living pretty easy, simplistic, carefree lives to carry the burdens of a whole nother man that you ain't met, ain't talked to, none of that. The only thing you've done is put money in his pockets. What did I miss? What did I miss? You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to it, though. Let's get back to it, man. Proceed.
What's going on?
Because like
Something's off.
because he
Edwin,
knows
shut up.
this guy. The baseball's later. Baseball's later. We'll get to the
We'll
baseball.
Get to the baseball later.
But it's
Please,
like-
just calm down.
It's like he is like
It's true.
you know, like he got some good shit with some sexy songs for
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
but it's like
You fill it up.
no
with
music
fluff.
videos,
No music videos.
no rollout, no more. What's going on?
We got that.
The rollout was dope, but then no more rollout after, and then you're on tour for it, but then you're promoting Iceman, and it's like none of these songs are on streaming. It's like, are these even on the Iceman album? Is Iceman even the album? Are you Iceman? And he's carrying around this bag, this mysterious bag in Iceman, and it's like it's mysterious.
Shout out to DJ Khaled because he had his idea stolen by Drake. Because I made a whole YouTube short about how y'all remember when DJ Khaled was out here excited like a kid on Christmas. I got the Drakes. I got the two Drakes carrying the briefcase, going through, jumping over carts and all type of stuff, getaway cars. Is Drake not doing the same thing, but just in a milder way? Because nobody knows what's the deal with the book bag. How about that? This man out here playing Blues Clues with y'all. Y'all loving, yucking it up with it. Like, that's crazy work. Y'all should let this man play out like a sucker, but let's proceed.
But it's like by episode 3, give us more clues, nigga. We don't know what the fuck. Who's Pinocchio? It's like it's too mysterious almost.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I
Does
know
that
what's
on
happening here.
purpose.
And Joe had said this after that part of the clip, and I fully agree with this. This is the first time we ever see Drake with adversity. This is the first time in his career it's not easy. Because I remember watching MTV at 8, 9 years old. I was a Degrassi fan and watching Drake perform successful in that fucking music video. This nigga has never stopped going up his entire career.
I like when Drake fans snitch on themselves. Because when we be having these conversations, is Drake hip hop? Is he of the culture? And Drake fans, yeah, he for sure, he a part of the fabric and all this little weird. How? Think about what you just said. Hip hop built on struggle. What you mean? To identify with hip hop, you got to know what struggle is. This man was a child star. What upheaval did he have as a child star? Raised in a middle class home. Fairly privileged. He not a Rayvon. When you could put out a line like, I had sleep for dinner. Drake kind of can't identify with that. Having to split a 6-piece nugget with your kids. Drake can't identify with that. Wiz Khalifa and Currency, remembering when they had to try to write rhymes before the lights got cut off. That struggle. Drake ain't hug no blocks. The mere fact that he ain't never struggled or seen no adversity till now should wake y'all up to what he is. You can't be from privilege and be hip hop. You can't. Hip hop is built off pain, suffering, overcoming. It's that drive that helped DJs. Scratching wasn't a thing to, it took a certain DJ out there, go do your research to move hip hop along. Things like that. A lot of DJs didn't have no equipment, but they had the heart to be DJs. And all of a sudden, a riot break out, and you see a lot of DJs pop up with equipment, new equipment, state-of-the-art equipment. Out of struggle comes growth. What did Tupac say? Flower growing in concrete. Proceed.
His entire career has been, I'm not going to say handed to him. He worked for it. But he has always seen success. The doors have always been open because of Wayne. This is the first time he has to actually sit there and deal with some real ass shit where the world doesn't like you. The industry doesn't like you. You don't have the same opportunities. You don't have the same people backing you. The machine isn't behind you. Niggas, your peers don't like you, and they're being honest about it now publicly. They can finally say it. I just don't think he knows what to do. It's the same shit with Gunna. I mean, Thugger. We're going to talk about this later, but Thug and him are in the same position right now where no one likes you right now. They're upset with you, and he's just lashing out. And he has no direction.
He's in a better position than Thug.
You think he's in a better position than Thug right now?
I don't really know what's going on with
I
Thug,
think
so,
both
let
of their
me not
careers
say
are in a
anything.
downfall
What,
right
Drake?
now. Yeah, I
Drake
think
is in a better position than Thug.
I don't
You're
really know
saying that.
I don't know. what's going on with
Financially, he
Thug.
is.
Financially, yes. But if we're talking about career-wise, they're both watching
feel
their
like-
careers about to fade away.
I feel like Drake's gotta be a lot more authentic in his music and mature, like you guys are saying. Like he's trying to use that same shit, like the beat drug, the beat change, and the content's not there. So it's like you gotta speak some real shit, like how Chance did in his new album. Nigga. He's gotta
That's
be more,
that's what we
more
need.
vulnerable.
We
That's
we
it.
need a serious, vulnerable, lyrical Drake that he can do. We need that on an album, and he can get back to the Molly, Pop
I
and
didn't wanna hear
Zan's
that
shit
shit no more.
after if he wants. But let's address the elephant in the room. The same way he's having these speeches on a tour, these IG captions, this cryptic shit. You put that into the music, and we give that to the fans as an album, the Iceman album, serious album. But then he's sprinkling these other things. We're gonna get another playlist Drake album, and that I think is not gonna help him the way that he thinks it will. He's focused, I think, on the numbers still, trying to make hits, sell a lot. I think you need to focus on creativity and artistry
I agree.
and get back to that essence of
Make a song with
like
Adele. Make
the
a song with
people
Russ
the
or
people
some
know
shit.
you have your talents there.
If
But-
he wants a number one, he has to do that.
But that's the thing. He can get the number one the other way. I'm telling you. If we get some serious good ass Drake music that people fuck with,
That's what I'm saying.
even if
bro.
we don't fuck with it week 1, by week 2, people are like, damn, like it could be a grower. There's music like that that grows on people and like, wow, it gets better with time and people play more with time. Like he's so focused on the numbers and shit that he's trying to catch a hit, catch a hit, catch a hit. I think it's fucking him up. It's fucking him up objectively, not even just personally. Because I like the Yeet song, but is it better than Scary Hours 3? No.
No.
Like that was the best Drake music we got in the past couple years.
Yeah.
And also the leak shit from the 100 gigs. Some of those songs are better than this what we've gotten from Iceman so far. So it's like, what's the direction? What's the age of the music? Who's helping you pick this? Like what is going on? Is the team there? Is there no team? There has to be a team because that live stream is hard to do. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of coordination, a lot of editing, timing, camera work.
Yeah. And Chubb is still around. 40 did the interview, and he's still around.
So it's like, what is happening? Like, what is the next album? Is gonna be the biggest album of Drake's career because it's gonna be his career-defining moment. It's gonna make him or break him. I'm telling you that right now. I'm telling you that right now because the taste that is gonna leave in people's mouth is gonna be something that's gonna affect him for the rest of his career. He's already established a legend. He could retire today, God forbid, die today. Knock on wood. We don't want no one to die. We're not Kendrick Lamar. We don't wish death upon people. But
He took a shot at Kendrick. That's bold. Do what you gonna do, young king. We're not Kendrick Lamar.
Meet the
if it
Grammys.
happened to Drake, guess what? The world will be upside down.
But
His impact, he's already done something that's never been done before in the history of rap. What he's done is his legacy is implemented. It's there.
Would the world go upside down? Would the world go upside down? I ask you this now. He put it out there. Let's ask. I'm actually gonna make this a poll question, but I'm gonna put it here right now. I put it as a real poll question. If Drake was for whatever reason to pass on, would his impact be equal to what Biggie and Pac was? Greater or less? Because I think he living in the clouds. I could tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be 2 weeks worth of content, and then life is going to go on. Nobody's bigger than the program. Life is going to go on. Music still's going to get made. You still going to work. Bill still coming. Nothing's going to stop. Will people remember his music? I'm sure it's a pretty significant handful of people who's gonna be like, yo, I remember this song from Drake or whatever. But for as great as Tupac and Biggie was, how much of that do we play? Right now, today at 2025, when's the last time you put on a Biggie song? When's the last time you put on some Pac? They consider upper echelon. They the gold standard. Not much. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck. Not much. Will people think of him? Yeah. But it won't be as devastating as he think it's going to be. Something else I ponder, and we'll get out of here because we already at our 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all see it at the bottom of the screen. But I do ponder one more thing. before we get up out of here. Drake is a millionaire, right? We don't really get too much into counting other men's pockets. That's not cool. But we'll just say Drake pretty well off. For the first time in his career, right? The machine is turned off on him. His own doing. I want to be clear. His own doing. But the proverbial machine is cut off on him. If Drake was really trying to make some kind of boss move, he will be trying to make that money he got work for him. Hear me out. Hear me, for real, hear me out. He has the type of the type of money, the best producers he need, he can get them. There's hella stories about ghostwriters. How about you pay them? Get the best writers you can get. There's everything at Drake's disposal. There's a lot of things in life money can't buy. He can buy you some help in this situation. This is his moment to prove the industry wrong. You want to show UMG up? What they was doing for you, you do for yourself. Even me as a Drake hater would have to respect that. Do for you what they was doing. Put some money behind the hustle. If I was him, I'd put an all-star team around me. His problem is he's trying to prove Kendrick wrong. He let Kendrick get in his head. So now he out here trying to prove I don't need no writer. If that was your secret sauce, why would you go against it? That's your secret sauce. Own it. Everybody right now complaining about your production. It's producers out there. It's super producers out there just sitting waiting for a phone call unless you, or did you alienate them people? Because that could be a thing too. Did he burn bridges to where now you can't reach out and get a helping hand when you really need one? That could be a part of the problem. While he's screaming this, he doing it on his own. He ain't messing with us over here. Maybe in reality, behind the scenes, he know we over here ain't messing with him. This is what happens when you do bad business. You burn bridges. And sometimes, like we seen with Young Thug and Kendrick, money can't fix that. Money can't make everything happen. There's a wonderful behind the scenes story with Drake. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but there's a magnificent one. The person who produces the rise and fall of Drake, they'll win. If they do it the right way, there's no way they don't win some type of award for it. There's no way his streams should look the way they look. With the kind of money he got, any smart man knows when you do something to alienate the money machine and now you know what you normally was going to get from them, you ain't getting. Something has to replace that. You can't keep just moving forward without it because that's what got you to where you're at. You have to replace those attributes the money machine was providing. And he not doing it. He not doing it for whatever reason. He don't see it. He don't understand it. He being naive. Pick your poison. But I'll say this. The video that we reacted to, I got that linked in the description just in case anybody did really want to watch that whole thing through. But I'll say this so we can go ahead and get on. What happens if this album ain't it? What happens if this album ain't it? Think about it. He's talking about what, October release? Okay, now we creeping into the holiday season. What happens in the holiday season? Holiday songs come out, for one thing. So you want to put your music out when Mariah Carey and all these other holiday songs come busting through the charts and don't let go of that month until January? That's not going to help your numbers. Also, for people to buy bundles and whatever else he decides to do, you need expendable income. And if we in the holiday season where people buy more food because they're cooking more for the holidays, Christmas, if you got kids, you got family, sucks up some of that expendable income. The economy is already, it's a turd. So why would you put out music when all of these things are going to work against you? And you already looking weak at the knees. It just, that strategy just don't make sense to me. I can't rationalize that. Summertime is when people are in the mood to do things, to get outside, to move around, to kick it. Weather is pretty much decent everywhere in the summer for the most part in the U.S. Fall, wintertime, the Midwest and the East Coast, we bundling up. We tucking in the house a little bit more. You ain't really in a music mood too often in the house like that, unless you just kick it in the house all the time. I mean, this strategy ain't making no sense. But if he don't wisen up and realize he gonna have to now play the role of UMG and be his own, you gonna have to be your own UMG. Provide yourself with what they provided you. You'll do better. Lean into what got you here. Stop trying to fight the accusations of being dependent upon ghostwriters. If that was your sauce, go with your sauce. Go with your sauce. If you ain't got an ear for proper beats, if you ain't tight on your own production, it's always somebody else, lean into those people or find somebody equivalent or better, because you probably need better. The longer Drake continues to let Kendrick live rent-free in his head, and you try to go about your own creative process as if you were Kendrick, trying to be deep when you ain't been deep in your life, you can't be what you ain't. You can't be hood and you not of that. You can't be deep when you ain't never really carried deep thoughts. And I feel like I'm pretty confident in saying that, because I caught enough of that weird interview with Bobby, insert her name here. His moments of introspection or whatever the hell, I wouldn't call it that. It sounded like some fluff. But hey, best of luck, because this is it. If this don't work, he is done. He don't get this to work, he is done. this flops, Drake is cooked forever. We're gonna see though. We're gonna see. I'm Oops the Great. This is Kush Equilibrium. Appreciate y'all pulling up for the smoke break while we talk about this hip hop thing. Please, please, please like, comment, and subscribe. You see it at the bottom of the screen. You don't like the police, I don't like the police. Help me with the YouTube police. That's where we at with it. Yeah, man. Until the next one, I guess, because all we can do with this Drake thing is sit and wait at this point. What need to be said and been said. We can only kick his back in so much. At some point, he's going to have to put the product in front of us and see what happens.